So thank you, dear lighted ones, for joining us and communing on this beautiful day. This beautiful summer day, and July 26th has always been a profound day for what I've sensed and what I've known as Gaia's galactic birthday. So we wish Gaia the most divine and beautiful and joyous coming of age, a new cycle for her within our galactic frequencies, and why oftentimes we find why we find the beauty and the joy with the celestial alignments. The celestial alignments assisting us in our energetic movement, in our energetic stories and pathways. And so happy birthday, Gaia. What a beautiful frequency, the numbers that we're moving with today. Today is the 26th, 12, 13. Is a 9. It's a mastery day today. So we're dealing with the vibrations of 9, which is beautiful because it just moves right into the topic that we wanted to discuss, is activating new levels and frequencies of love and what that means. And so often we're in our soul's journey, we're moving through cycles, as we've often talked about, the cycles of new information, of ingathering, the awakening stage, the ingathering of new information, the feeling into the new information and how it changes how you behave and how you act, the words that you speak, your intentions that you create, your belief patterns, and creating those new behaviors of sacred living, creating those new behaviors of that higher version of you. And those are always cycles, and how things feel for you and how you choose to behave in that new frequency of awakening, that new frequency of behaving. And these cycles are profound in igniting those depths of who we are, what we thought we were, what we were told, what we were taught, what we've come here to transcend and overcome, what we've come here to truly let go and release, which is the greater idea and understanding of releases and healings, is to let go of what no longer serves and step into what is new. But much of what we're releasing are those aspects of us that are not only with our earthly lifetime densities, the early lifetime beliefs that are really to be transformed into a new higher frequency belief, but they're also the multidimensional and the galactic and the intergalactic universal energies. And that's what we've called the Akash. So the Akashic triggers that come to us for those resolutions, the Akashic remembrances, the Akashic frequencies that we play out in this now moment with those that we've contracted with, those beautiful soul agreements that assist us in becoming those soul fulfilled, those destined beings of higher vibrational love and light that we have always been. It's always been the innate truth of the human, that we've gone through eons of clearing and density release to remember ourselves as the eternal truth of love and light. And that love and light creates all other frequencies of higher vibrational experience, peace and harmony, serving the greater good. All of those are byproducts of those eternal truths of who you are as love and who you are as light. And then to begin to activate greater frequencies and greater dynamics of love, greater dynamics of that light vibration through what we know to be harmonic and color, because harmonic and color is that light vibration. The sound of creation is a harmonic. The sound of Gaia is harmonic. And we are becoming more and more awakened to our own unique vibration and resonance so that we are attuning ourselves in harmony with Gaia. So the more that we attune ourselves with Gaia, through deep breathing, through intention, through grounding, then we're allowing ourselves to ever create that harmonic resonance, that song with her, allowing that portal of our oneness, allowing that movement and similitude of vibration of her planetary blueprint to be fluid and not to feel in resistance of or unaware of, when so many people are unaware of the importance of grounding, the importance of breath work in their multidimensional health. We're awakening to the human awakening is understanding that we're more than the bodies, and the body being a temple in and of itself, because the body is the holder of all God consciousness. Every cell, every atom has God consciousness, source spirit consciousness within it. That source spirit consciousness allows us to interact with the all that is also source consciousness, spirit consciousness. And in that knowing, in that sacred play, in that sacred exploration, in that sacred expression, we get to experience ourselves more fully as vibrational light patterns, as harmonic light patterns, as peace and joyful light patterns, and that sacred energy that is source. And that's why these cycles are so very important for us to align with the movement and the song of Gaia, the movement and the alignment of the stars and the eclipses that allow us to bring forward the negativities, the densities that are being offered for us to renew and transform through love and compassion and forgiveness. Love, compassion, and forgiveness. And as we do, we awaken to the more vast experience of our harmony as the divine mind, the divine heart, the divine soul and spirit, and the divine body, the multidimensional self of all that we are, harmonizing moment for moment for moment, that we allow these cycles to live through us, and we create the awareness of, I'm ready to let that go now. As we allow ourselves the acknowledgement and the awareness, I'm ready to let that go, we create that harmony between all that we are as a divine mind, a divine heart, a divine spirit and soul, and a divine body. Your intention to merely acknowledge that you are all that is in this harmonization. And you can visualize yourself creating that pillar of light. And that pillar of light, all that spirals around that pillar of light, your 13 chakras now opening to 14 chakras. Those 14 chakras spinning and spiraling on this beautiful crystalline pillar of light, the prana tube, the God tube. And that God tube, breath tube, prana tube, whatever we define it as, it does not matter. It's that crystalline tube that allows you that multiverse, omnipresent knowing that you are the master of all that you are multidimensionally. All chakras creating those experiences of intelligence, wisdom, akashic memory, beauty, creativity, expression, your experience as source. Every chakra carrying those experiences of dimensionality. Every chakra carrying those anchoring energies so that we truly ground and feel ourselves in that harmonic song with Gaia. We're allowing ourselves to open into the multidimensionality, the omnipresence of who we are as source. That's what we've called creational flow. When you understand all that you are as a multidimensional, vast, infinite, eternal, expansive, joyful, blissful being of light, then we can move about in life in this way, because that's what we're being called to do. We're being called to not only simultaneously acknowledge and aware those aspects of us that are truly ready to be released, and the negativities that we've carried for so long. And sometimes they don't even become aware to us until we have these special, profound eclipses. And then we're being bombarded with universal and celestial energies to soften those traumatic experiences or memories that we might not even know or carry with, or have known we've carried around, until we just burst in anger and just think, well, where did that come from? Well, that's been anger that's been suppressed for eons, that's been living inside your chakras, inside the cells, that you haven't expressed. So it's really important to allow yourself to know that the acknowledgement of what you're going through assists in that release of it, allows that flow. You can feel that flow just move, because energy wants to move. It doesn't want to be suppressed and forgotten. And many of us have gone through many years of awakening thinking, well, I'm awakened, I can just let that go and not think about it. And the intention was good, because we wanted to stay in that vibration of alignment. But if we're still not dealing with those circumstances and issues that had upset us, that had we've gifted our power away to others, however it might have been, that those energies are coming back now in these profound eclipse energies, in these profound full moon energies, because it's allowing us to say, I'm ready now for this new phase of love. And this new phase of love requires that I acknowledge all that I am as a powerful being of light, and I'm not going to give it away anymore. that I did before, and it's caused me quite some anxiety. It's caused me some anger. It's caused me some real frustration because I didn't need to. I didn't speak my truth when I could have. To acknowledge those feelings, allow them to move, because as you acknowledge it, you're acknowledging those aspects of you that are ready for change. And that energy moves. Whew, I feel that moving. You might have a few memories come up, not to sit within the memories, but just to acknowledge the feeling of what those memories are showing you. I didn't speak my truth, and I honor who I am. I honor my light, and I stand in my light, and now I will speak it. And so allow those energies of acknowledgement to move through you and have it be okay. Because it's the processing of the energy, it's the processing of the experience that allows you to shift into that frequency of alignment of pure love. But we must acknowledge it and allow it to flow. And not judge ourselves or demean ourselves or berate ourselves because we've had energies or feelings or circumstances over the many, many years and eons and lifetimes that we thought weren't enlightened. And all those judgments we carry with us in these stories of ascension and enlightenment. We can't move to that place of that ever increasing spiral of light, of anticipation, of excitement, of joy and exhilaration and exuberation of all that we are as light, unless we're allowing all that we are to be acknowledged, loved, forgiven, and made whole. Forgiven and made whole. We are multidimensional fields of bliss. We are multidimensional fields of intelligence and wisdom and harmony. And when those activations come forward, triggering you, then sit with it and be gentle with yourself and allow those feelings to come forward, however uncomfortable it might feel. Not to stay within the memory of it. But an example this week is that I had a memory come up from my childhood that led to other feelings of beratement by someone. And it reminded me of all of those moments in my childhood where this person had said certain things and had really made me feel small and not valued. And I hadn't thought about this person in eons. I hadn't thought about this person, had affected me in that way. But it's in these deep alignments of galactic, and why we said at the beginning, this is Gaia's birthday. So it's important that these alignments for Gaia on a universal omnipresence state that we belong to, that we are threaded with genetically, or threaded with her on her birthday, that they come forward and they show us, well, you were carrying that hurt. And so sit with it. And what about that? And what about that is mirroring now? Well, I didn't speak my truth, even though I may have only been 5 or 6. But those are the energies that allow us profound wisdoms to say that we're now ambassadors, and we're now the gate holders, if you will, for all the children. And they at 5 and they at 6 can also speak their truth and their power of their light. And so this is why it's important to sit with those triggering moments and allow yourself that honor to feel and let go and release what is your depth of your soul's journey, and honor it. Honor that aspect of you that is truly showing you are profound in your love. There is nothing that love cannot transcend or transmute, and you have everything within you that you can transmute this. That's why it's showing itself to you. Even if it might not be something you've thought about for eons, even if it might be an intergalactic energy. And the other energy that I had come to me through a meditation, which I posted on our social platforms this week, was the healing of lack, the vibration of lack, the lack of self, the lack of abundance, the lack of clarity, it doesn't matter how lack is. It's your feeling of belief about who you are in separation from your allness of source. I'm feeling lack of clarity. I didn't know I had that full awareness and understanding of who I am with source. I forgot. Let's tune in. I was feeling I had lack of wisdom for me to go forward and share my truths and share my excitement. Let's go in. I feel lack of abundance. I just can't pay my bills. And that's a belief that, well, the universe is all things and so am I. That's a vibration that I already hold. I already hold vibrational abundance here. Here it is, right here. I can feel prosperity. I can feel it. I know it. I know it. Okay, let's do this. Let's connect with that vibration in my field. I get it. I get it. I feel it. I feel that vibration of abundance is coming to me, and I'm just opening up. Now I'm receiving. Whatever that vibration of lack is, you have that equal opposite vibration already in your field, already within you. For you to reconnect and say, I get it. You're constantly, unendingly, in every breath with Source Creator. But this one experience came to me through these beautiful, powerful alignments of what we're going through in these dark night of the soul moments in which you're connecting with aspects of yourself you haven't even had any idea were available to you. Your soul is so vast and infinite, and it's showing you to say, hey, I'm a part of you, bring it in. Come on, it's a party, open the door. And this one memory came to me, and we were above this planet, and it was an intergalactic experience in which another party, another planetary species, was taking what limited resources that our planet had. We had accumulated certain resources so that the tribe could survive, over certain periods of transition. And I was a mother dragon, and there was a baby dragon, a little girl dragon. And we had watched this planetary experience take place, and the shifting of our resources leaving us by another tribe. And that the daughter was acting in quite anger and resentment and fear. They took everything that we had, even though we didn't have much, Mommy. What are we going to do? The whole tribe is going to, and all of a sudden the devastation and the desolation sets in, and the fear, those tumbling energies of lack. And in experiencing those vibrations before, I was able to come to that center and remind her of the situation that regardless of how things look on the outside, and regardless of how things seem to be on the outside, that we are infinitely threaded with Source. We're infinitely threaded with all abundance. Because we all have those stories that we play out in our everyday life that allow you to tune in to those vibrations that are very subtle, but are pure to your soul's desire to be greater love. And that's what our topic is today: creating and igniting new vibrations of love. How can we create those vibrations of love? How can we ignite them? How can we create something we don't even know exists? But it's by allowing those subtle little moments of those inner thoughts and inner stories we tell ourselves. Oh, it's not fair. They just seem to have more likes than I do. Well, they have so many clients. They can't, I don't know. That person just seems to be doing so well, and they have such nice things, and they don't never seem to be struggling. And all of those inner dialogues that we have about the injustice or the lack of or the unfairness, those are vibrations that are calling you for your soul's healing. Your soul is vast, and it will show it to you in the myriad of songs we play to ourselves. And that vibrational harmonic, that belief, that perspective, that snapshot of that moment of whatever happened in all that you are, doesn't matter. Fifth dimensional reptilian, sixth dimensional Plutonian, doesn't matter. Because every planet has gone through their ebbs and flows. That's how evolution occurs. But it's calling you in to say, what song are you singing, and how can we ignite it with our unity and our harmony with Source? Because dear one, you've always been connected. Dear one, you've always been one. Dear one, it's time for you to awaken. Dear one, it's time for you to shift. Dear one, you're a ball of streaming light. Dear one, you've got it all within. Dear one, you're all God. Dear one, you're all vast. Dear one, you're a field of light. Dear one, you're love and light. Dear one, you're harmony in this song. And all of a sudden you feel this multi-dimensional field of all that you are. And that pillar of light is grounded, anchored within the sands and soils of Gaia to her very heartbeat. And you're feeling the threads of all that you are, because we've asked you to create that visualization so many times, dear one, of the golden sphere that you are. And that golden sphere has a myriad of threads in all directions and all realms and all vibrations. And this beautiful sphere of this gorgeous sacred geometry shape that you are, you can be anything at any moment. Right now you're a sphere, but right now you might choose to be an octagon of rainbow colors, of crystalline light, and magnetic, calling in the vibrations of joy and excitement through your expression that you are God, that you are Source, that you are Spirit, however you want to call the creator of all that is living within every atom. the center of every atom, the center of our universe, the center of all that is. Such profound love threaten. And your excitement say, I'm ready to let that go. For I just forgot for a moment that I was one with God. And you feel this field of vibration from the center of your pillar of light just offering. It's a simple and soft offer. For we used to think, and Joanna was this way, that to set powerful intentions, you got to push it and you got to throw it out to the universe with such power and such intention. But when you're in the vibration of God, dear ones, make no mistake about it, it's soft. And that pillar of light is that crystalline pillar that just anchors you to the heartbeat of Gaia, that says, I'm one with you, Gaia. Our blueprints are working together. What you got for me? And here's what I got for you. That infinity symbol of recognition, of acknowledgement, of awareness. And all that you are is a multidimensional being, electromagnetic fields and threads and beingness. Nothing you got to throw and push out there. Unless you want to. That's an experience too. But you don't have to. You can be soft in your knowing that that crystalline pillar of light offers in God breath, offers in Shakti from Gaia, offers in the healing and the nourishment that you need, all 14 chakras spiraling around it, saying, I'm in harmony with you. Just by your acknowledgement, soft. I acknowledge all that I am, and all of my chakras are spinning and spiraling. All of my chakras are showing me that I'm one. I activate every single one of you. You're so beautiful, spiraling around my pillar of light. I know you're there. I'm acknowledging you're so beautiful. Look at you spiral in harmony. You know what you're doing. Talk to yourselves. Have a game. My cells are awake. My cells are alive. My chakras are awake. My chakras are alive. I'm calling in this beautiful harmony of light because you know what? I am. And I want to take myself to a new vibrational experience of love. Because you know what? Yeah, I've been there. I've experienced every aspect of density that one could experience. And you know what? Profound journey, and I get to open my heart and I get to cry a little because I'm owning all that I am. It's been one heck of a ride. Hey, dear ones, when you get to appreciate and honor and just be in exaltation of who you are as this awakened being of light, ready to go on a new frequency and a new journey of joy because you've earned it. Everything you're being through, dear ones, is a preparation of your godliness and your whole spirit of love. And all that you are is a pillar of light just offering in that invitation. From the center of my being, from the center of my holiness, I send divine and sacred light and love and joy to all. Because you're all my family. You're God, I'm God, we are one. And in this, we align with greater harmony and greater joy. And I send you goodwill and I send you peace. And I understand. I've been there. My compassion is here for you and my heart is open. And the loving vibrations are sent from your eternal heart to the eternal hearts of the all. Because you're ready to step forward in anew. You're acknowledging all that you are as a multidimensional being. You're connected with your human family through thought, through word, through deed. You're connected with Gaia as her family of consciousness, through the spirits and through the trees and through the pixies and all that is Gaia, the Elohim, the Creator God's with us in this harmonization, in this merging. And you feel the anchoring from your sacral and from your root grounding you to her heartbeat. And you open up that invitation. Just as you opened up your harmonization of your chakras, I open up this invitation of my oneness with you, Gaia. And you allow yourself to feel that infinity, breath, and intention and invocation to come forward. Gaia, I want you to be a part of this journey of my exploration of new frequencies of love. And in these new frequencies of love, I send to you my offering and my invitation to all that I am as light and love. And all that I am is a harmonic being of joy and happiness and harmony that I choose to create for myself. And in my oneness with Gaia, in my oneness with all that I am as a multidimensional being of divine heart, divine mind, divine spirit and soul, and divine body, all that I am is harmonizing so that I am open and I'm acknowledging myself within the all, so that all that I am as an electromagnetic, quantum, multidimensional being of light, sacred geometry and song, color infused with light and love and joy, that the intentions from the purity of my heart to create a new ignition of sacred love, a new exploration and expression and experience of love. And with this intention flowing out to the infinity of the all, that this love and this light touches the hearts of the all that we are entangled with. And this loving intention, so that these heart pulsations bring forward forgiveness and healing to those that it requires. Because your heart pulsations are so powerful in the healing of our collective. And the intention to say, I know that there's an experience of love and light that I have yet to understand, that I have yet to comprehend. I don't have words for this level of love, that I'm setting my heart open as the lotus flower that it is. And the sacred geometry that's yet to be made and collected and experienced. But I feel the all of me opening, and it's my choice to align with my highest version of me. I call forward the highest angelic version of me in this harmonization. I call forward my highest self in all that I am. And in all that I am, I send out love and peace and joy and harmony into the fields, into the all, as a soft and loving song of harmony. My oneness with the all, my compassion and forgiveness with the all. I am one. And whatever may be triggered in my daily life, whatever may come forward in my daily life, I stand in the center of my love. For I choose to be a higher vibration, a crystalline color, a harmonic and expansive moving song of love. And at any moment I can tune into this beautiful crystalline pillar of light, and I can feel the expansiveness through my breath. I breathe in light, I breathe in crystalline love, I breathe in light, I breathe in crystalline love. And in the release, you feel that crystalline love moving through the very surface of Gaia, as if you're a beautiful crystalline angel that's just floating at the speed of light over the surface of Gaia, and you just sprinkle these beautiful golden droplets of love and crystalline light onto the soils, onto the land. And these are the seeds of love that begin to move into the sands and the soils as vibrational thought, as vibrational song and harmonics from your heart to the hearts of the all. And you begin to nourish and you begin to fertilize these gardens of love. And this is how we quantumly move, dear lighted ones, make no mistake about it, through the all. And why you have just momentary thoughts of people that require your love and require your compassion. And you'll feel them in your field because you're connected with them. Someone you might have not thought about for a very long time is requesting your forgiveness. And you send them love and forgiveness, and you deal with your anger or your pain or your hurt in that. So you're forgiving you and you're forgiving the all, and that allows that energy to move out as, again, fertilizer and nutrients to these gardens of love that each and every one of us are creating, that new cycle and that new phase of love. We might not always understand it, for this is new for us, and be okay with that. We might not always understand why those thoughts of other people that come into our mind out of nowhere, because they're requesting your forgiveness. They're requesting your powerful light frequency, because they always knew that you had a light that would assist them in some way, somehow, someday, so that they could also move on to their frequency of remembrance. Their new frequency of song as they hold their own light in their remembrance of who they are with Source. For each and every particle of Source Creator that we are has our own unique blueprint and our own unique timing and our own unique validity of that moment through which I'm ready to take that new step into that new phase in our garden of love that I'm here to co-create. And so many of us have been waiting, and we've been waiting for these magical signs from the universe and the celestial teams and families to say, are we moving to a new window, a new door here that's going to take me into ascension? And we create it through every new phase that we reach up for those higher frequencies of dimensions that we didn't even understand or knew existed, but they do. For the all is the all. And why put a number on it? I choose to be in this moment, my heart expansiveness, as I drop to my divine sacred heart and the intelligence and the wisdom and all that I am is love. And this most beautiful excitement that I have with my sacred soul tribe in this beautiful etheric chamber, that my heart is open and my divine mind and my divine body and my divine spirit and soul and all that I am as a being of light. And I choose new moments, new frequencies, new experiences of love. In this new phase, as I put my foot upon the floor, this physical floor that I've created, through this physical dimension that I'm co-creating, I understand that my pure, unconditional love for myself, to explore and to be aware and to acknowledge myself in all moments as love. This is a journey, dear lighted ones, make no mistake about it. It's not complex and beyond you. It's moment for moment for moment, exploring, expressing, and experiencing yourself as love. And your divine sacred heart, that sacred altar, that sacred treasure chest of love. The joys of all that you are as love. The books of wisdom that exist within. The books of healing that exist within. The dimensional healing tools and vibrations and the light language and the emanations from the heavenly councils, the Metatronic office of light, the Christic office of light, the ascended masters, the rainbow masters of light working within and without Gaia, our celestial teams of vibrations of love and oneness and harmony. For all that is love and all that is joy living through you in this moment of now, because you're aware that you are it. To remember your exploration as a celestial being of light. And to open up that vibration of remembrance and offer it through those golden threads of source that you are. That's a new phase I'd like to explore. I'd like to explore myself as a beautiful archangel, gifting myself the songs and the tones and the sacred sounds of light and love, so that I may remember myself within it, for that song is coming to me for a reason. I've attracted it. I know I'm a master. And I know that as I'm allowing it to live through me, that I'm also affecting the sands and the soils of Gaia and all those that I'm connected with. And this vibration of love and acceptance and compassion is living through me to them, and vice versa. And this is an expression that I'd like to create. This is an expression of my oneness with Source. This is my expression of forgiveness or expansiveness or creativity, so that I may express myself fully, moment for moment for moment, as love. I'm ready for that new level. I'm ready for a level of love I've never felt before. I'm ready for a level of love that I've never seen before. I'm ready for a new level of love that I've never heard or touched or sensed before. For I'm becoming more than I was a moment ago, because I'm acknowledging that I'm infinite. And infinite is all things. I can see myself zip across to and from the universe, to and from planets, because I can. I can see myself plant beautiful gardens of love through the intention and through the thought forms of flowers and colors and essences of joy and song and sacred excitement to play, because I can. To know that all those hearts that are reaching out for a loving hand and a beautiful sacred hug, to know that they are loved and cared for and they belong, because I can. Because then I'm an aspect of Source, and I've been placed here with this beautiful sacred body, this attunement vessel that I can, if I so choose, through thought, word, and deed, and through my intentions and visualizations and imaginings, that I can be all things of light. Through sacred song, through sacred sound, through the harmonics of all that is living through me, I invite this. Through my divine sacred heart and the harmonization of all that I am, my heart opens as wide and as far as it will go, as deep and as rich, as high as it will go. For I am the essence of Source light, and I am the essence of Source song, and my light touches all. I am the pillar as I spin, like a beautiful chandelier, and the crystalline emanations radiate and illuminate from my crystalline center. For my intentions and my imaginings of my light make it so. And this new level of love and this new level of light is for the intentions, so that I may experience myself in those harmonics as they are returned to me in kind. For that's how the universe plays, dear ones. Imagine and dream big and be bold, for your destinies and your fates are in your creating of them and allowing of them and expressing of them. So how may you open in all that you are, dear lighted ones, as this spiraling essence of light, to sing a new song of potentiality with love. The crystalline emanations come back and show you the reverberations of joy and the reverberations of intelligence, so that you step forward with greater confidence and excitement for who you are. And even in those moments that you may feel triggered, or you may feel brought back to a frequency that requires your love and healing, that you do so with great honor and pride and compassion. For you understand that that journey is going to open the door to something new that next moment, and that new level of love is offered. For make no mistake about this, dear lighted one, and it is Source's greatest gift. The energies of all that you are. The vastness and the infinite expression of all that you are. It is the blessing and it is the gifts bestowed from Spirit, Source, Creator, God. Such happiness and joy to bless you with new opportunities of exploration of who you are as creational flow. A new moment to create now, a new moment to explore now, a new moment to experience now, a new moment to express. Your creational flow as love will always be gifted from the frequencies of the Most High. Your creator light is infinite, your creator love is infinite, and you are that catalyst to new frequencies of love. And you may open up the divine pineal, and you may open up the divine soul star chakra, and all that you are is a spiraling emanation of light. And the omnipresence wisdom comes in to live through you, and the omnipresence joy lives through you, because that is your soul. You are infinite. And you call in greater experiences of joy. You call in greater vibrations of sacred relationship. You call in greater vibrations of sacred excitement to explore who you are as Source. And release it with song, and release it with joy, and release it with soft intentions. That soft and elegant dance that is Source. Soft and beautiful, soft and elegant, soft and lovely, for it is the song of creation and evolution, and it will go to infinity and beyond. He eana ka eana. Koeana keana e kea. Siana ke patai ke iteshki ambra katatai e. Huiana ka ete keana siana e. Huiana ka ete keana ke te siana. Huiana. Huiana e. Hui ana nakata e te keshi e na e na hui ana hui ana hui ana hai ana e ke ana na ai ana na barakata e te ke hui. Rainbow Masters of Light Tribe Master. The series of light languages to allow you to own who you are as powerful beings of light. Dear ones, for often you have walked around so very afraid of who you are. And when you feel those emotions that frighten you, like anger or fear, that you get so scared and you run away from yourselves, but knowing that as Joanna was allowing those frequencies to live through her, there was the amalgamation of all of the frequencies of all that you are as dark and light to come together as that harmonization of pure love. It is transmuted, and you're allowing yourself to be all that you are and bring it in for that expansive awakening that it is. Not to be afraid of it and say that you're gone now, there you go. You're harmonizing and transmuted it within yourself. Never goes away from you. It becomes wisdom. It becomes your intelligence. So don't fear what's been within those triggered moments. Call them in with compassion and courage to know that, you know what, you're a part of this new beautiful dance, and it becomes your power. That power that is soft of the Christic vibration that we shared with you a few weeks ago. That true Christic, that true spirit, that true source power is the most delicate and loving and soft power that you've ever known. But you know what? It can separate the oceans, and it can truly move mountains of what you know to be problems and your perhaps seemingly devastations. Because you're bringing them in and understanding the wisdoms held within it for you to see it from a new perspective. You see yourself one within it all, and you move it in within this sacred song of infinity of fluid movement, because you are creational flow. And it's your perspective of who you are, your love of who you are, your love and your healing of who you are, to bring those moments of what you thought was not acceptable, not you, to bring it in and say, I own that. That's who I was, because of how I thought myself to be or how I allowed myself to feel. But I'm pure light. And I can allow that to come in and be brought back in with this song and this movement and this flow of love. Because my love now is able to see this, because it doesn't come forward unless you're ready, until you're ready. And why often you go through those moments of what you've defined and termed as dark night of the soul or midlife crisis. Because you're at that point of where knowledge can turn into wisdom as you bring it in and you own it and you claim it and say, this is a part of my journey. I allowed others to speak my truth. I allowed others to take that power. I allowed my life to just go willy-nilly here and there, but now I've got to stand in my power because it's really what I'm meant to do and be. Feels good now, doesn't it? To know that that power is a part of it can be so soft. Like you're blowing the wishes of who you are now You're blowing the wishes of all that you are in this dance. It's a quantum dance, and you're pulling in, you're just saying, I'm going to love you, I'm going to make you whole, because there's so much wisdom in here. And you're turning it and you're spiraling it within the center of your being with Source Creator, and all that you are is light and all that you are is love. And use your body. Use the fields of all that you are as light and love, and all of your experience of all that you've ever been, coming in here to make this something new. Profound moments of transformation, dear ones. And you're allowing yourself to transform and transmute before your very eyes. That's how much love you are. You're inviting the creation to live through you and flow. Transmute all that was, because I'm ready for a new phase of love. So fear not, dear lighted ones. Fear not. They're the illusions and their beliefs that you used to have. And they're coming forward because there's a new dance. There's a dance within you. There's a song within you. And it needs your acknowledgement. For there's a new song that wants to be expressed and experienced through you, dear ones. Your creator light, you always have been, you always will be. What you're ready to explore now. Songs of the heavens are living within you, dear ones. You just have to offer it. You have to invite it. And that soft, eternal power of God and source and spirit and all that is. Touching every particle that ever felt less than or lack. Masters of light, you heart. Sacred expressions of God. That love and bless every one of you. And may you enjoy your journeys and your dances and your songs in these new phases of love that you choose to experience, explore, and express in every unique way that you are. And allow the children to know that all that their feelings and their experiences are valued and validated in this dance that is so harmonic and is so unconditional. And through the bravery and courage that we each have to bring all that we are in, to love it and make it whole and transmute it through the love that we are. For we will always be offered the love to transmute what was, always, 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 has been, always will be. Sacred dance. Gardens of love, dear ones, gardens of love. Blessings and namaste, dear ones. Our intentions of great love and great joy. Be sure to get lots of water and rest and ground and anchor to your holy selves. Anchor to your centered selves, anchored to your source selves, and know that you are dearly loved and you belong and you create in this universal family of love and light. And we love you dearly. Amen. And those healings can occur through, those sacred trinities that we've always talked about. You as source creator with the universe, your humanity, your humanity soul blueprint, and your Gaia soul blueprint. And it's always going to be, who am I? What do I exist within and what exists within me? How do I express source creator? How do I experience source creator? How do I explore source creator? The sacred trinity of all of those things in every moment are harmonizing the light and the dense aspects of all that we've been through in all dimensions, in all realms, in all fabrics of vibrational song. And those particles will come to you through those in your soul tribe. Some that you don't even think about. You might have a thought of someone that you know or you saw in a class, and you didn't know that you had an experience with them and serious, and it had to do with lack. Or that reptilian experience that we gave earlier on how they were healing lack from being taken. Their treasures were being taken or their supplies were being taken. But how do we move through that in our everyday life to say everything is balanced and equal and all is well because the infinite is within me and I can manifest it all. I'm never in lack. I have abundant intelligence. I have abundant exploration and expression of source creator. I can choose that new perspective. I can choose that new vibration of love. I can choose those harmonics that spiral within all moments of my divine mind, my divine heart, my divine spirit and soul, and my divine body. because all that I am as a multidimensional electromagnetic being is constantly harmonizing these new infinity harmonics to breathe in love, to express love, to explore love, and to experience love of all that you are. And it's vast and infinite, and the greatest gift that's Source. And I got so teared up because I feel it, and I experience these with Source Creator in my own personal journey with Source, is that it's the softest, most loving gift that Source gives us and bestows to us in the blessings that it can be is infinite. It's magical, it's miraculous, cannot be defined, cannot be predetermined. You're sensing things shifting and changing. You're sensing that your teams and all that you are is preparing you for that unknown. And the synchronicities and the coincidences start to amplify. The signs start to amplify. Those are the fates. Those are your destiny threads that within the all of you are being triggered. Because the all of you says there is another level of love that you have yet to explore or know. But it's time. It's time to let go of all the limitations that kept you held within the frequencies of, I don't even know what that, there's a word for that, but how do I explore it when I don't even know? That's the complete surrender to Source Creator, the surrender to Spirit, to say, there's a vast experience of me. I know it because I'm one with the all. I'm held within the heart of someone that's weeping, and I can send love and compassion because that's how we heal one another through one another. And we step up to that new vibration of knowing. I get it. I get it now because I was feeling that yesterday. Now it's my turn to return that love. And this is the unity consciousness from that sacred Trinity, that you are a part of the human blueprint. And your soul's gift, your soul's destiny, your soul's fate is now being called into action through that new level of love and intelligence and wisdom that you are, because you said, I'm going to go within, I'm going to create this new level of love. And it's created this healing that I never thought I knew, or it didn't come to me since I was 5. And all of a sudden this memory is coming to me of that pain and that hurt that I felt over and over again. And that collective being is now coming to you because your heart pulsations are pure unconditional love. I'm here to help. I'm here to be of service unconditionally. And that person's heart, their soul, their vastness has connected with your soul's vastness and said, that vibration you just went through, and I know that. There's an intelligence within the fields of the quantumness that is Source and Spirit. They're all talking with one another. Your truth and your authenticity to stand in your sovereignty, to stand in your power, and to stand in your love sets those triggers of quantum consciousness to thread in and out, and our collective becomes greater in light. Our collective becomes greater in wholeness and oneness. And your thought of compassion to them, I'm here for you if you want to talk. I was there yesterday. It's okay. It's okay. I'm sending you love. Know that you're loved. You can get through this. Not healing it for them, but you're allowing them the empowerment and the inspiration that they are it. They're love. Just as we showed you in our offering today, that you can create that and call it in. And in this alchemic altar, this sacred space of all that you are that we've talked about so many times, in this pillar of light of all that you are is quantum love. You bring all that into your sacred altar. And you choose through your intention, you choose through your acknowledgement, you choose through your divine power. I choose in this moment of now to experience, to explore, and express something new with this experience that seems to be dragging me. I'm ready to let it go. Because you know what? I'm a song, and I'm opening to creational flow, and I can change it in every moment, and I will. I give myself compassion, and I give myself joy, and I give myself the light to know that it is my light, and it is my love, and I'm so profound in my love. And I give myself and all others compassion and forgiveness. And I transmute it now, and so it is. And that moves out into the creational field of the all, transformed and changed. And the all is changed. So there is a dynamic flow, dear lighted ones. It's creational, it's Source, it's God within, God without, Source within, Source without, Spirit within, Spirit without, you. You're saying, I'm ready for something new? Make no mistake about it, it will be offered. Through threads, inspirations, guidance, dreams, inspirations, light language, codes. And then you'll step into something new through your exploration and your desire to just surrender. Surrender into the unknown. It's Source. It's you. You're setting these beautiful stones like the golden path of you and Source. Your journey with Source is infinite, and it will take you in and out and around and up and down, how it's meant to be, dear lighted ones. You're not meant to have a guidebook. You're meant to create with Source in brand new frequencies and quantum fields of love. This is new for everybody. But know this, with absolute faith, with absolute unwavering knowingness, that this path is love. That this path will always have a stone placed before you, or a sacred grassy path for you to step upon, or a fluffy cloud, or a beautiful raft. However it is that you so desire to travel on your sacred carpet of joy and magic, it will always be provided, for it is love. The most expansive vibration that you are is love. And so it is, dear lighted ones. And we hold this within our hearts as we say blessings and namaste to every single one of our divine and human counterparts. And we allow all of the crystalline children from our hearts to their hearts to know that they are loved and valued and cherished, and that they are the sacred stars of the universe, coming forward in divine, profound times of change, so that they may allow us to be inspired by their gifts and their wisdoms and their light and their love and their stories and their dynamic creativities and their imaginings. So that every human being and every human aspect of sacred life be bestowed upon it the open and the invitation to have creation live through us all, as we see and we become one with Gaia's beauty and consciousness, as we see and become one with our expansiveness and all that we are as love and light. And as we anchor these frequencies of crystalline rainbow light, and the archangels and all of the ascended masters, seeing that all of our activations and our healings be done with the most divine and appropriate manner for our highest and our greatest good, for the greatest good of the all, so that our destinies and our fates and our beautiful souls' blueprints take us to new levels of light and love. For these are our invocations, these are our intentions to explore all that we are as human divine potential. And in this, dear lighted ones, we say namaste. Amen. Amen. We are love. Thank you. And thank you for joining us, and we wish you all the very best. Namaste.